Triple H and WWE is making a big mistake. In this video, I'm going to tell you exactly what type of mistake they're making, because WWE is on fire, and they have been for quite some time. In the last, I'd say year and a half. Ironically, that last year and a half, it was when Triple H took over the book from Vince McMahon for main roster creative. It also comes at a time where WWE has signed new broadcasting deals for Raw, NXT, and SmackDown. Raw is going to Netflix in January of 2025, while in October of 2024, SmackDown is moving to the USA Network from Fox. NXT is moving from USA Network to the CW. WWE has signed a 5-year agreement with the USA Network for SmackDown, and it will last through 2029. But even though Triple H has been rightfully praised for his booking decisions and the way that the company takes its direction, and you have to include Nick Khan in this situation as well. Nick Khan, WWE president, right? He has really reinvented the company from a business standpoint, from a financial standpoint. They've never made more money than right now. They've never been hotter in terms of live event attendance and merchandise. And I understand people are going to be like, well, what about the Attitude Era? Well, what about the ratings being down? Well, it's a different time, right? If we're talking about just drawing ability and making more money, WWE is in the prime time real estate right now, more than the Attitude Era. It's just a fact. And so while speaking on Wrestling Observer Radio, Dave Meltzer noted that WWE, they're still planning to hold SmackDown on Friday nights when they move from Fox to the USA Network. He said, I know the last time I talked with someone in WWE, and on that discussion, they told me outright, like, nothing's official. I mean, the stations are going to have to work all this out regarding the TV schedule. But the plan as of right now is going to be about SmackDown going and staying on Friday night. I don't know why they would do that if you're in USA. It feels utterly stupid to do SmackDown on Friday, but that was the plan as of a month ago, was for SmackDown to stay on SmackDown and be called Friday Night SmackDown, end quote. So let's take a step back for a minute. Why is it a stupid idea? Well, it's because Friday nights are a bad night for television. Same way Saturday nights are bad nights for television. It's the weekend. People like to go out. They like to, do whatever they're going to do. That's why it's a bad idea. Also, SmackDown has moved from various nights, various times over the course of the years when it first launched. It's aired on Tuesdays. It's aired on Thursdays, Fridays, right? You could easily move that show again. Like, it doesn't have to be called Friday Night SmackDown. It could be called Tuesday Night SmackDown or whatever. The logistics of this would be so much easier if they aired Raw and then SmackDown. Or, you do Raw Monday night, you do SmackDown Tuesday night, you do NXT Wednesday night. You could switch NXT and SmackDown. So from a logistic standpoint, it's not the greatest idea to keep it on Fridays because of the travel and everything. Also, to Dave's point, it's not a very good night for television. They need to do that. If they keep this show on Fridays, I think WWE, I think Triple H, I think they're making a big mistake.